So Kevin, did you go out to IBDA's website to see if you could find a broker in Utah?
Um, I did look around on there periodically. I also did a Google search for M&A firms in the state of Utah, but I haven't reached out to anyone yet. But yeah, I was gonna ask, do you have any further recommendations on how I could find someone to refer that to? Like, should I avoid speaking to lawyers, or who
Well, I would go to a business broker, and what I would do, I mean, the reason that I directed you to the IBDA's website is because that's typically what I do. If I can't find anybody within, even first of all, every broker, business brokers within EXP commercial are supposed to be members of the IBDA. So I go out, if I need to find somebody in Wisconsin and I don't know anybody, any brokers in Wisconsin, then I go to the IBDA's website and pull up the state of Wisconsin, because you can find a list, you can get a list of brokers by state. So I'll just go to that state and then I'll look and see if there's any EXP commercial in there. And if there is, and I know who they are, I'll reach out to them. If I don't know who they are and I know the state broker or something, then I might reach out to them. But if I can't find somebody within EXP that I think is going to be able to do the job, then I'm going to go to somebody who is listed in that state as being a CDI, because at least I know they have, if they're a CDI, I know they've got a baseline of competency. They've been through the courses, they've taken an exam, they have a good understanding of what it takes to be a business broker, a business intermediary. And so that's just where I go. So
okay.
I wouldn't necessarily go to attorneys and all that. It sounds, even though it's probably, what's the value? Do you have an idea of the size of the deal?
Sure. Oh, my message is too long. So, basically, the gentleman is valuing the business currently at 12 million, and he's putting a speculative value on a television show of 8 million. And so somewhere in there, he's trying to sell 15% interest in the company for 3 million.
Oh, yeah, we can't even do that. That's a securities deal. You're trying to sell a small percentage like that. That's really more of an investment. That's a securities deal. Investment bankers, can still do it. But if it's speculative, I mean, does he have any historical financials or anything to support the 12 million value that he's claiming? Or do you know?
Yes, it's a school, and in order to maintain its accreditation, they have to have audited financials every year. So I believe off of those financials, he's coming up with that 12 million.
Okay. And have you seen any of financials, or you're just taking his word for it?
I'm just taking his word for it thus far.
Okay. So he's got a school that he says is worth $12 million. Is it an online school, a physical location school?
It's definitely online. I'm not sure if it has a physical location or not.
Okay, so in this case, you really need somebody with a 79 with a securities license. So instead of going to IBDA's website, I go to M&A Source's website. Because M&A Source, you're going to find people who deal with lower middle market. And some of them are, some of them have FINRA licenses or have Series 79. They're regulated by FINRA, but they have securities licenses. And so they would be able to do something like this if they choose to. Although, they're definitely gonna, and because they have securities licenses, they can work all over the country. They're not limited state by state. The securities license is federal. And so it doesn't matter that it's in Utah, if they're in New Jersey, fine, they can still do it. Okay?
Okay.
So, yeah, I would say look out on M&A Source's website and try and find somebody with a securities license.
Okay.
Okay.